Hi, good day. My name is Jordan Harewood, and in this podcast, I'll be demonstrating how to conduct a one-sample t-test. A one-sample t-test evaluates whether the mean on a test variable is significantly different from a constant that is called a test value in SPSS. It is an important decision in selecting a test value to use. The test value should be a neutral point. There are two assumptions of the one-sample t-test. Assumption 1. The test variable is normally distributed in the population. A moderate sample size for the one-sample t-test is usually about 30. Assumption 2. The cases represent a random sample from the population and the scores on the test variable are independent of each other. Today I'll be using a data set that can be found on the web at the following address. It is www.prenhall.com/green-solkine. I will navigate to where it says click this link to download the datasets. I'll download my datasets. My dataset is found on my desktop in the folder called green-solkine. I'll open it and navigate to lesson 22. The file being used will be lesson 22 data file. I'll open this file. Here is the file open in SPSS. The variable is the KUDI variable. Values on the KUDI represent depression scores. Based on previous research, we know that young male adolescents have a mean of 50 on the KUDI. Accordingly, 50 is the test value. The research question being asked here: are male adolescents who do not engage in sports more or less depressed than the average male adolescent? Our file contains 30 cases. To conduct a one-sample t-test, we'll follow these steps. We'll click on Analyze, click on Compare Means, click on One-Sample T-Test. What you see open up is the one-sample t-test dialog box. We'll click KUDI variable and move it to test variable. Where it says test value, we select 50, which is previously decided upon. We'll then click OK. SPS computes a mean, a standard deviation for the test variable. It also reports the mean difference value, which is the difference between the mean of the test variable and the hypothesized value. The difference between the KUDI value of 54.63 and the test value of 50 is 4.63. The difference indicates that male adolescents in the sample on the average were more depressed than the average adolescent. To determine whether the test was significant, we examine the table labeled one sample test. The test is significant. T29 equal to 2.46 and the p-value is 0.02. Because the p-value is less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis that the population mean is equal to 50 at the 0.05 level. Two graphs that can display the data for a one-sample t-test are the histogram and the stem and leaf plot. I will now display these results using a histogram. We will do the following steps. Click on Graphs, click on Legacy Dialogs, click on Histogram. We'll select the KUDI and move it to Variables. We'll choose to display the normal curve and then hit OK. SPSS now generates this graph, which gives us a graphical representation of the one-sample t-test. Thank you and have a good day.